Huggy, Milog, and Lily are fed in the garage.
Kind of try to feed them a little separately, given that Joey has issues and the others do. And we've been trying to feed them a little slower so that they, you know, don't scarf it down. So we do. By the time one gets to another bowl, it's empty.
Okay. All right, let me see how you feed Joey.
Joey is our foster pug, and he has several issues of his own. The current issues are that he's food aggressive.
To keep a lid on his aggression, Joey is fed separately.
And if I run out of time, sometimes I put a little applesauce in his food just to moisten it, or I'll microwave it with water.
I suspect that Joey's had to really fight for his food in the past, and that's why he's showing aggression when Dina goes close to his food bowl. Scott, is that your normal position when Dina's feeding?
No, I feed them 5 meals and 5 breakfasts every week.
During the week, Monday to Friday, you do all the feeding? Okay.
He does, except Joey.
You feed the ones you own, but you don't feed the foster dog?
Talk to Dina why I don't feed them.
All right, wait a second.
You don't want to have the foster responsibilities.
I don't. Again, it goes back to the more I do, Dina's just going to bring another foster into the house, and the situation's going to even be more out of control.
I think that's an excuse.
I
and
feed
you know
the dogs that I own and we're responsible for. The foster is something Dina chooses to do on the side. Dina, do you not accept that when you brought in the foster, you
I mean,
said,
I
will
have
take
accepted
full
that. Yes,
responsibility.
I've accepted that when I get
Did
him,
I
then
choose
feed
to
him.
foster this animal?
Just to prove a point, Scott is not going to feed the foster dog. Isn't it just common sense? When you have a foster, a dog that's been through hell in a puppy mill for 8 years, that you'd want to do everything in your possible power to help this dog, I think is very wrong. It's going to be hard for me to work with him. I work with fosterers. I work with dogs that have been abused.
What's your point?
For you to sit there and say, I feed the others, but I don't feed the foster dog because Dina was the one who wanted the foster dog, so therefore I don't feed it.
You're missing the entire point.
I see you sitting there on the sofa saying what you just told me.
Look at you standing there with hands on your hips.
God,
You want me to be here because I'm going to walk out right now?
just let it go.
Do you want me to be here to help you?
You do what you need to
Are you
do.
just going to sit on the sofa? I'm going to do what you want. You asked me here to help you.
Please do.
Every single dog, whether you've asked it to come in this house or not, is your responsibility too.
Way to go, Scott.
What a lot of dog owners don't realize is that the way they behave directly influences their animals, and inconsistent owners make for insecure dogs. It was difficult for me to see somebody sitting back there and saying, the reason why I don't feed this foster dog is it's Dina's dog. We've got a highly food-motivated dog there. And for him to see all the other dogs getting fed and not him being fed is actually extremely damaging to him and can cause more anxiety. All the dogs need to be fed at the same time. That means not being discriminating because one person wanted the dogs and the others didn't.
If it makes it better for Joey, we can work that out.
Okay. You have anything to say?
No, I agree. I'm more than happy to help Dina.
With Scott and Dina now working together, training continues back at the house. Victoria's next goal is to take the heat out of the dog's feeding frenzy.
These bowls are designed so that it breaks up the food a little bit, so it's actually the dogs eat a little slower. I want Scott and Dina to create a calmer environment around feeding time. You feed Huggy first, don't you? All right, well, I'd like you to make her sit. Wait.
Huggy, free.
Now let's do it with the next dog you feed.
Lily, sit. Well, Lily's doing a good job. They can get their faces in these.
Yeah.
Never seen you all go so slow.
Much less frenzied. I love it. Okay, great. Let's go and feed Apple.
Okay.
And Joey. Joey is showing signs of food aggression, so I want to change the way he is fed. I think it's better that he comes out of his crate, because sometimes small areas can exacerbate aggressive response. I had the opportunity to work with Joey, and I literally started off holding the bowl and putting my hand inside the bowl. Now, I would only do that with a food aggressive dog that has no teeth. Joey has no teeth, so I know that I'm going to be safe. I'm not going to be bitten. He responded very well. Make him look at you first. Call him
Joey?
That's it, good. Good. Now the next time, put a bit more in. I'll put like 5 or 6 pellets in, quite a nice handful. Feeding Joey by hand from the food bowl shows Joey that people's presence near his food is not a threat. Okay, Scott, could you come and take over this feeding? I think Dina and Scott need to share the responsibility of looking after their dogs. I don't think it's going to be a 50-50 split, but I think Dina needs to do less and Scott needs to do more. That's it. Take your hand out, hold the bowl, and now you can just pet him a tiny bit. I think in the puppy mill, he never really had to eat around humans. I think they just stuff his food in the crate and then leave. So when a human does come near his food, he gets defensive, protective of it. Now you're building up trust. And after a while, he's going to be associating people with his bowl as a good thing rather than a bad thing. You can pour the rest in. There you go.
I definitely had a big part with Scott not helping as much. This has helped me to realize that he is definitely capable of helping more.
Thanks for watching. If you love It's Me or the Dog and want more dog training tips and tricks, visit my official site positively.com. And if you're interested in learning more about becoming a dog trainer, check out the Victoria Stilwell Academy. Links to both sites are in the description. I'll see you online.